So just in celebration of International Water Day this past Friday, we asked the Why Waste team to host this video session. Why Waste is an organization that aims at changing the minds of people towards natural resources, prevent wastage, optimize usage, and they want to make every citizen conscious of the amount that they use.
The first question that I'd like to open the floor with is, what really is water to you? You know, what does everyone think water is? And what do you think is the future of this natural resource?
So water is something, that is an essential resource. I mean, it has to be conserved for the future generation, and it has to be taken some initiative, because if it is not, then I understand, you can live without food, but living without water is kind of very difficult. So that's the point I land with.
Some of the folks that come to mind are maybe those with obviously limited resources, especially as it comes to like mobility. And so if you're living in rural areas where maybe you don't have access to clean water, sometimes, I know that across the world there's folks who have to travel to get clean sources of water, or relatively clean sources of water. And then also when I think about, like, even in the United States and in my city, I think about people who are experiencing homelessness. And I just right now started thinking, like, I wonder where they go. Obviously there's shelters that are available, but like if I'm here and I'm thirsty, I can quite literally just go to my faucet and grab some water. And then I've gone hiking before, and then water is very limited there, and so you have to really prepare. And so I think about like mobility, and like if someone is experiencing homelessness, how are they going to have access to know where they can get clean water, or actually move and walk over there, or find some kind of transportation there. So that's just my take.
If you think of the top 5 reasons as to why a world war can occur in the next few years, definitely water has to be one of them. Because you take out any one of the basic resources that we have today, you can throw the world into a dystopia. It's seen in statistics, it's seen in real world situations. We had the Kaveri conflict recently in India, where 2 states went at loggerheads because of something that may seem as simple as water. And this is the case with so many countries across the world that share water supplies. You have any 2 countries sharing a water body, you cut down the supply on any side, you can throw that country into turmoil. And this has happened before.
When we were doing the 100 liters of water manual, the module, so we found data which actually surprised us, that where we are using water which need not be used. For example, our normal flush in toilets take about 13.6 liters for every flush. Whereas if you install a dual flush system, you consume only 6 liters of water. So that's a very massive amount of water which can be conserved by us. And also another thing that we found out was, when we are washing our driveways or our cars and plants, or if you're watering our plants, we don't really require a hose for it. It's a bucket of water is more than enough for it. And if you're cleaning cars, you can just use a wet cloth to wash your cars, and that actually helps in covering all parts of your cars rather than just washing it up with a hose pipe, because that takes around 200 to 300 liters of water just in one wash, which is a very big amount. And I think it all depends on our habits, where we can conserve water. Even like one drop matters now with the current situation. And if we can even save that one drop of water, 1 billion people can have access to it. 1 billion people can drink that water, and they can have more and more resources available to them. Because I feel everything is connected to water, like food in agriculture too.